Hey, we're going to have a look at our theory behind intervals. So where we've been looking at these things and saying seconds and thirds and fourths and fifths and all of this, each one is an interval. All right, really a number of steps. They use whole steps and half steps and bits and pieces, but the convenient thing with guitar is you can just look at frets. Okay, so all right, what's the interval? It's 5 frets. So when you're communicating with other musicians, you can use half steps and whole steps. So a fret's a half step, 2 frets is a whole step. Easy. Now, where we look at what each interval is, the notes give us a sound. The interval gives us a tone, and it's the harmony between the notes that actually matters. So if I'm using a fifth, okay, so my interval being a fifth, all right, that interval can be shown in a variety of different ways on the guitar, but that is a fifth interval. All right, if you use a third interval, so I might go, that's a major third, minor third. These are the things that give us the sounds and the tones that you create music out of. So really, what you can break everything down to is a set of intervals. So say I come up with, there's my fifth, and then what's this? Oh, very dark. But that will be an interval, all right? And if you look at it, that's actually a flat ninth. So everything has an interval. So it's a dark sound. Whereas the ninth is a beautiful sound. So it's how these things stack. And look, you can really remember them in a few different ways. A couple of things like flat 9 or flat 2. That's Jaws. Okay, old school movie. So look, it depends on how you want to remember them, but we'll go through some of the tones so you can get a feel. So, all right, flat second. If you're going to use it, I'd recommend throwing in that flat 9 as well. So if you're going to go, try the super discordant. All right, so you've got your second. All right, and again, we use that in our ninth. All right, so listening for that interval. Then we have our flat third. Okay, so that's our minor. All right, then we have our major third. It's actually quite discordant. Okay. It's like it almost wants to be something. And what it wants to be is this fourth. So fourth has got a very nice interval. It's good sounding. There you go. So, and if you're Australian, well, you'll notice that is our national anthem. All right, now, the most discordant tone that you can play on guitar is the flat fifth. And that is, it actually got banned from music. It was that dark a note back in the day. So very, very heavy interval. So if you want to do some metal, it doesn't get any heavier than that. And then we have our fifth. So the fifth is very nice, even, it's very harmonious. So, all right, now we go to our flat sixth, and again, discord. It's that tension, really good for that tension and release. the flat sixth is in your minor scale, so great one to use. Then we have our major sixth. It's got a nice harmony, not a lot of discord in it. All right, flat seven, very cool note, and it's itching to go up. Then we have our major seventh. It's quite discordant, isn't it? You actually think, geez, major seventh sounds so nice, but it's got a very discordant note in it. And then your octave. So each of those is an interval, and when I'm stacking chords together, you can start to create your own chords and going, all right, we'll start off with a fifth and then go, I'm going to stack a third onto that. Ooh, that's nice. And then what happens if I then put a ninth in? Starting to create these chords that you're looking at the parts of the chord. So it's going beyond just simple chord theory and going, what's my interval? And when you start working with other musicians on this, you can get some really, really amazing sounds coming out for your songs. So have a go at it. Try and get through and just run through those intervals, saying them out loud, and get them in your head. We'll see you next time.